The Poseidon's Reach held position 300 nautical miles from land, a floating industrial complex suspended above 4,000 meters of water.
On deck, the team moved with surgical efficiency. Their target lay 3,800 meters below, in the eternal dark.
Their vessel was Bathysphere 7, a titanium sphere designed to withstand pressures that would crush steel.
3 souls would descend: Webb, pilot Sarah Chen, and archaeologist Viktor Rostov, whose obsession had led them here.
At 0600 hours, the descent began. The crane lowered the sphere toward the water, a breach between two worlds.
The world of air and light vanished, replaced by an infinite, deepening blue. The surface receded above them.
Chen's hands moved with fluid certainty, monitoring their controlled fall into the abyss.
For Rostov, this descent was the culmination of a life's work, a religious experience measured in meters. They entered the midnight zone, where sunlight had not penetrated for 400 million years.
Sonar painted ghosts in the darkness, thermal layers, and the occasional life form, passing like phantoms.
Their light revealed the eternal rain, marine snow, the remains of surface life sinking toward the bottom. For hours, they saw only uniformity: sediment, rock, and the occasional modern debris. A can, a cable.
After 6 hours of monotony, the sonar found something. Geometry in the chaos.
Rostov made a sound, part gasp, part sob.
The lost Renaissance bronze statues, masterworks swallowed by a storm in 1623, slept no more.
Discovery was only the beginning. Now came documentation, a legal and ethical map of the grave.
Their primary target was the horse's head, perhaps 300 kilograms of artistry waiting to be lifted.
The recovery required painstaking care. Jets of water blasted away centuries of sediment, revealing more of the form.
Webb maneuvered the arms with the deliberation of a surgeon, handling history itself.
Specially designed slings, smooth and strong, would cradle the bronze for its journey to the surface.
The close-up view revealed a new ecology: worms, corals, and minerals that had made the statue their home.
After hours of work, the slings were secured. The signal was sent to the surface far above.
4,000 meters above, the recovery line began its long descent, a steel thread connecting light to dark.
They waited in their bubble of survivability, surrounded by forces that permitted no error. The cable arrived, heralded by a rain of disturbed ocean. The final connection awaited.
On the third attempt, the connection was made and secured. The lift could begin.
With dreamlike slowness, the horse's head rose from its grave, an offering lifted toward a distant sun.
They watched it vanish into the darkness above, beginning its 4,000-meter journey home.
Their work continued. More artifacts to document, a story to piece together before they too must ascend.
A peculiar melancholy settled on Webb. They were rescuers, but also grave robbers, altering history to preserve it.
Their own ascent began, a 90-minute journey back through the midnight and twilight zones toward the light.
They breached into a world of violent light and air, the ship now a steel island of sanctuary.
The crane recovered them, placing the sphere gently back on its cradle. The deep had released them.
The delicate work of revelation began immediately. Conservation was an archaeology in itself.
The first sprays of water washed away loose sediment, the first step in a journey back through time.
With soft brushes and dental picks, they removed the fragile marine growths that would not survive in air. As sunset painted the ocean, the work continued under artificial lights, a vigil over the sleeping bronze.
The quality was immediately apparent. This was not mere craft, but the work of a master's hand. Night fell. The same stars that witnessed the ship's loss now shone on its recovery. Through the night, the statue revealed itself with the inevitability of sunrise.
They gathered, wordless. Professional pride gave way to simple awe in the presence of timeless beauty.
It was a messenger from another age, bearing the marks of the deep, but fundamentally unchanged.
Webb felt the profound satisfaction of a mission balanced on a knife edge, now concluded in triumph. The journey was far from over. Study, preservation, and ultimately, a museum awaited. Secured in a climate-controlled hold, the statue began its voyage to port and to a new future.
Planning began for the next dive. 2 more statues and key artifacts remained on the abyssal plain. The user provided a specific script in the prompt. Rostov's work entered a new phase, authentication.
While the crew rested, systems maintained vigil over the wreck site far below, guarding its secrets. At dawn, the cycle repeated. The descent into darkness, the search for more sleeping giants. The second dive targeted the statue of the woman in classical drapery, her arms missing, her grace still evident.
The process was refined, faster now with experience, but no less delicate.
The complication, ship's timbers, preserved by depth, now threatened to pin the artifact in place.
If we reroute the auxiliary power, we can stabilize the arm joint.
Wait. Use the arm as a lever against the bulkhead. It's risky, but it will work.
With controlled force, they shifted the ancient wood, millimeter by millimeter, freeing the statue beneath.
The second masterpiece began its ascent, a silent dancer rising from the stage of the deep.
They turned to smaller artifacts, ceramic amphorae that might hold clues to the ship's provenance and cargo.
Systems were stressed by the relentless pressure and cold. Every dive was a test of engineering.
The final statue for this dive, a life-sized young man, a testament to Renaissance ideals of form. They sent the statue upward, then began their own climb, leaving the quiet wreck to its eternal watch.
They surfaced into a squall, the recovery a dance of steel and wind on a heaving deck.
The success of the second dive cemented their achievement.
The hold became a gallery of ghosts, bronze forms slowly emerging from their oceanic shrouds. Modern technology met ancient craft. Lasers mapped every contour, creating a perfect digital twin.
The final dive retrieved the context, objects that told the story of the ship itself, not just its priceless cargo.
Rostov became a teacher, sharing the significance of their find with the very people who made it possible.
Their return was not quiet. The world had learned of the discovery and awaited the unveiling.
The transfer was a military operation, protecting the statues for the final leg of their journey.
Against all odds, the team successfully retrieved the artifact. It is a monumental achievement for deep-sea exploration.
For some, it was a finale. For others, like Webb, it was a chapter. The ocean still held its secrets.
The site of the Santa Elisabetta returned to its primeval state, marked only on charts and in human memory.
The artists of the present now studied the artists of the past, the circle of inspiration unbroken.
Life in the deep continued, indifferent. New sediment slowly began to fill the voids let by the recovery.
On the planetary scale, it was a minor perturbation. For human culture, it was a significant recovery.
The story became part of the exhibit, not just the art, but the epic effort to retrieve it.
The bronze sleepers were awake now. Their long rest was over.
They came from different worlds, engineering, archaeology, oceanography, united by a common goal.
The bronze sleepers are awake. Their long rest is over. And they have so much to tell us.